This morning, there's a new warning for parents and kids about energy drinks. Maybe you've seen Prime Energy on social media.
Why the drink is getting so much negative attention, schools are actually banning it.
Prime.
Yeah, it's just like the most sugary drink that doesn't have sugar in it. Like,
What are they using for a sweetener?
I don't know. They taste like Kool-Aid with 3 times the sugar in it.
Really?
That ABC News exclusive with Logan Paul, the YouTube superstar who has millions of young followers, now officially summoned by U.S. federal authorities for investigation, facing a series of serious allegations: financial fraud, false advertising, and endangering public health. If convicted, Logan Paul could face decades in federal prison, along with severe financial losses and the complete collapse of his brand reputation.
Y'all know exactly who I am. My name is Logan Paul, the person that you paid your money to come see. So shut up!
Once again, Logan Paul is swept into a whirlwind of scandals rocking the world. From Lionel Messi dragging him to court over plagiarism allegations to beverage giant Refresco suing for $67 million over a contract breach. And the pinnacle Prime Hydration, his billion-dollar pride now piling up like unsellable trash. It's wild to think that just a few years ago Logan Paul was reigning at the peak of fame. Back then, he was hailed as a billionaire entrepreneur and global star dominating mainstream media. His stardom shone brighter as he stepped into the WWE ring as an entertainment superstar, signing sponsorship deals worth tens of millions that turned heads worldwide. Above all, the clearest proof of his peak was Prime Hydration, a product once praised as the future of beverages, selling out across the US and UK, with fans scrambling to grab a bottle. Yet now, all that shine has vanished without a trace. How did a globally sold-out brand turn into a forgotten pile of stock? How did a star once celebrated worldwide plummet into a pit of lawsuits and failure? And most crucially, did Logan Paul truly crash due to mistakes? Or has his real face finally been unmasked? Logan Paul's journey began like a modern fairy tale. He rose to fame on Vine in the early 2010s with short, funny, high-energy, and sometimes wildly unconventional videos. These clips quickly amassed millions of followers, making him a social media phenomenon. When Vine shut down in 2016, Logan pivoted to YouTube, building an empire. With over 23 million subscribers, he wasn't just a YouTuber, but a money-making machine. He sold branded t-shirts, hats, and merch, acted in films and TV shows, produced the impulsive podcast with high-profile interviews, and even stepped into the boxing ring facing big names like Floyd Mayweather. Every move was calculated to turn attention into profit. But it all crashed in January 2018 when Logan posted a video from Japan's Aokigahara forest known as the Suicide Forest. In it, he filmed a deceased person hanging and laughed insensitively. The internet erupted in outrage, slamming him as callous and exploitative for chasing views. Sponsorship deals were cancelled. YouTube demonetized his channel and Logan Paul became a symbol of irresponsibility. Yet Logan didn't give up. He stepped back from social media, then returned with an emotional apology video, admitting his mistake, sharing his work with mental health professionals, and pledging to use his platform for good. He focused on impulsive, interviewing stars and tackling deeper topics. He entered boxing, showing maturity through fights that drew millions of views. His peak came as a WWE star and co-founder of Prime Hydration with KSI, a billion-dollar drink brand. From a pariah shunned worldwide, Logan Paul bounced back, becoming a symbol of redemption, proving anyone could atone with determination. It seemed like a happy ending, but it was merely the prelude to a bigger tragedy. In 2021, as the NFT non-fungible token and crypto craze swept the globe, millions dove in, chasing instant wealth. JPEGs sold for hundreds of thousands, obscure coins skyrocketed overnight. Amid this frenzy of greed and hope, Logan Paul spotted a new gold mine. Not real gold, but one built on the blind trust of his fans. He didn't just mention Crypto Zoo casually. He relentlessly leveraged his influence to hype it. From the impulsive podcast with millions of views to live streams and rapid-fire tweets, all planting the idea that this was a life-changing opportunity. On his podcast, Logan pitched Cryptozoo as a unique blockchain game. Players would buy NFT eggs with $Zoo tokens, hatch rare animals, and breed them into valuable hybrids. He claimed to have personally invested $1 million, boasted of a huge team behind him, and boldly called Cryptozoo the Pokemon of the 21st century.
It's a game. It's a really fun game that makes you money. CryptoZoo is a blockchain project that I created about a year and a half ago. You buy these eggs on the blockchain and you can hatch them into what are called base animals. And then you can breed your base animals with each other to create fun looking.
To fans, Logan wasn't just a YouTuber. He was a visionary guide to a future of riches. Thousands, from loyal fans to small investors, poured in $18, $5 million. But the dream turned nightmarish. The game didn't work. Eggs couldn't hatch and promised features like breeding or trading never materialized. A player, Helicopter Bob, lost $7,000. An Australian investor lost $500,000. The Zoo token's value crashed from its 2021 peak to under 1% of its original worth. Many went bankrupt, drowning in debt, realizing they'd misplaced their trust in their idol. He squeezed every penny from his fans' wallets. One furious investor said,
"How much did you guys make from CryptoZoo?"
I lost around $50,000 in CryptoZoo.
I lost $40,000.
I lost around 15,000 US dollars.
I lost $25,000.
$120,000.
$500,000 Australian, which is $500,000 in CryptoZoo.
Shut up! No, you haven't.
Yeah, 500K.
Oh no.
Yet, amid the backlash, Logan stayed silent. For 15 months, he didn't mention CryptoZoo. While thousands struggled to recover their money, Logan casually pivoted to new ventures, even launching Prime Hydration, turning fans into customers while CryptoZoo victims languished in despair. This silence, more than anything, turned disappointment into rage. The breaking point came in December 2022 when YouTuber CoffeeZilla, a renowned crypto scam investigator, released videos exposing the truth. CryptoZoo wasn't just a failure. It showed clear signs of a scam. The game's code was stolen from another project. Developers went unpaid, and team members like Eddie Ibanez had histories of fraud. Millions vanished, fans lost money, and many fell into debt. It was a gut punch to the audience's trust, revealing Logan exploited the very fans who believed in him. Instead of apologizing or taking responsibility, Logan went on the offensive. On January 3, 2023, he released my response to CoffeeZilla's scam allegations, attacking CoffeeZilla as someone profiting off slandering reputations, accusing him of distorting facts, and threatening a defamation lawsuit.
CoffeeZilla. I watched your 3-part series called Investigating Logan Paul's Biggest Scam, and like many on this platform, you have successfully used my name for views and money. While your work used to be impartial, your addiction to clicks has clouded your judgment, and you've made very real errors with very real repercussions. Coffee, you took a shot at my reputation, so in this video today, I'm going to be defending myself with facts, something that you have gotten in the habit of twisting as you continue to morph from an investigator to a gossip channel.
You shaped the narrative, making millions by telling people I'm a scammer. That's completely false, Logan declared. He added, I'm preparing legal action and will sue this guy to the end. But leaked private messages exposed his true intent, not just to protect his reputation but to make life harder for CoffeeZilla, just to make his life miserable. Logan wrote, he's got to pay. That's the idea. These words laid bare his lack of integrity, showing he'd used money and power to silence critics.
You told me I couldn't say anything because Eddie was being investigated by the FBI and that was confidential information. It's all over the internet. I've been let on for a year, bro. I've also asked you to audit the contract for the game and see where the money went so many times, and that never happened either. Do you see how this looks?
I see how it looks.
What did you do?
Tried to help to get the project done. That's all I did.
I think there's a piece of information being left out.
The internet exploded. #Logan Paul scam trended globally. Fans felt not just financially cheated, but betrayed at their core. Logan showed no intent to take accountability. Instead of redemption, he blamed partners and wielded legal threats to quash criticism. Under immense pressure, Logan announced a $2.3 million refund program, covering just 12% of losses, with a catch: recipients had to sign a no-sue agreement. To many victims, this was an atonement, but a desperate PR move. He thinks a half-hearted apology and a few million can erase our pain. One investor said bitterly. Over 130 investors filed a class action lawsuit seeking $4.22 million, accusing Logan of fraud and negligence. CryptoZoo's fallout is an indelible stain, not just a financial flop. It's a massive crack in the wall of trust. Logan spent years rebuilding. Once a symbol of redemption, he's now seen as someone who exploits faith for profit. But just when it seemed he'd hit rock bottom, another scandal emerged, pushing him closer to the edge. As trust eroded from CryptoZoo, his lifeline project, Prime Hydration, began revealing its own dark corners, leaving the world questioning the truth behind Logan Paul's empire. Amid the unresolved CryptoZoo storm, Logan Paul and KSI launched Prime Hydration in 2022 as a lifeline to salvage his reputation. Marketed as a healthy drink for Gen Z, Prime was pitched as a hydration and energy-boosting miracle. From TikTok to UFC million-view videos to stadium billboards, Prime was positioned as the future of beverages. Logan boasted, "We definitely cracked the code," claiming it was the perfect drink for youth and athletes, convincing millions, including countless parents, that it was safe for their kids.
Oh, bro, when you drink it, you're gonna come, bro. Whoa! That's how good it is, bro.
A nutritionist noted Prime's formulation undermines its hydration claims. In short, it wasn't the sports drink it was advertised as, but a dangerous energy drink, especially for children. Facing the backlash, Logan didn't stay silent. He launched a loud PR campaign, inviting fans to tour the production facility in a video titled "Exposing the Truth About Prime," declaring, "I don't care what you've heard. Prime is free of toxins and fully recyclable." But he went further with a cunning move, attacking competitors by criticizing their use of Red 40, a dye linked to behavioral issues in kids and banned in several countries. "Some of our rivals use Red 40, he said, trying to deflect from Prime's issues. This tactic only exposed his manipulation, exploiting parents' fears to undermine rivals, further disappointing the online community. Public outrage surged. Customers, especially parents, felt deceived by a product marketed as healthy that harmed their kids. Social media overflowed with anger with comments like, "How dare he sell this to kids and call it safe?" Prime sales plummeted, 70% in the UK and 50% in the US. Refresco, Prime's manufacturing partner, sued Logan for $67 million over contract breaches, alleging late payments and mismanagement. Even Lionel Messi's Mass Plus drink brand filed a lawsuit claiming Prime copied their marketing strategy. Prime Hydration, once Logan's reputational lifeline, became a Pandora's box, exposing his lack of transparent and reckless ambition. What disappointed the public most wasn't just the numbers or allegations. It was Logan's attitude. Instead of owning up, he dodged, attacked competitors, and staged PR campaigns to polish his image. His factory tour video was seen as a cheap stunt, failing to sue those who'd lost trust. His actions revealed a pattern when criticized. Logan doesn't fix mistakes, but manipulates or shifts blame. This turned even loyal fans away, leaving them wondering if they'd place their faith in someone who only exploits them.
Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer is asking the FDA to investigate that wildly popular Prime energy drink and whether it's being marketed to children. The brand does also make a zero caffeine drink. It's called Prime Hydration. Senator Schumer claims that packaging and advertising for the two drinks are almost identical. Makers of Prime point out that the label warns it is not recommended for children under 18.
Logan Paul's story goes beyond the millions of dollars lost or the abandoned cans of Prime. At its core is something all too familiar. How a crowd's trust can be exploited and how easily we grant power to a famous face just because they shine on camera, stripping away the glitz. What remains is a mirror reflecting today's society. This isn't just a YouTuber's failure. It's a crowd swept up in promises of a glorious future only to awaken feeling deceived. The danger lies not in a blockchain game or an energy drink, but in collective trust being turned into a tool for profit. Admiring idols isn't wrong. The mistake is assuming fame in one field equates to credibility in all. A dazzling wrestling ring doesn't validate a crypto project. A sports deal doesn't replace scientific scrutiny. Yet, we often blend all that glamour into one. And that's where blind faith takes root. Social media accelerates this cycle. Sensational content spreads. Warnings get ignored. The buy now or miss out urgency is stoked, leaving little time for pause. Celebrities keep spinning new success stories while followers are pushed into rash decisions. The loop of hype, invest, disappointment, chase, the next thing repeats endlessly. This is starkly clear with parents. When Prime flooded stores, many believed they were buying something safe for their kids. The harsh reality: some children trembled from cans with double Red Bull's caffeine. The cost of blind trust isn't just money, it's children's health. Once a name enters commerce, every word and tweet is more than entertainment. It can shift millions of dollars and affect millions of real lives. When fame is used to sell products without transparency, the consequences will inevitably arrive. Platforms and regulators can't stay on the sidelines. In a world where entertainment and commerce blur, the rules must change. A youth-targeted product can't rely on deceptive marketing, and investment can't rest on a star's fame alone. If oversight lags, losses will always come first. This all points to a simple truth. Trust isn't bad, but it must be placed wisely. Honest creators and trustworthy brands still exist. But trust only endures when tested and scrutinized. In a world moving too fast, slowing down and looking closer is perhaps the only way to avoid becoming a victim. Logan Paul's downfall isn't just about numbers. $18.5 million vanished from CryptoZoo. $67 million in lawsuits from Refresco or Prime's plummeting revenue. It's a story of betrayed trust, stolen money, endangered health, and evaded justice. He squeezed every penny from fans' wallets, turning dreams of wealth into debt-ridden nightmares. He marketed an energy drink as a miracle, but left parents fearing for their kids' health. When exposed, he didn't make amends but used money and legal threats to silence the truth. Once a symbol of redemption, proof that anyone could rise after a fall, Logan is now a cautionary tale about the dangers of influential figures. In the digital age where millions place faith in online idols, his story poses a painful question. How many times are we willing to forgive a celebrity?